Hello. Anything that you do, however, on researching the library resources on campus or off campus can actually be done in any browser that you prefer to use. The first thing I'm going to do is show you a shortcut to the library's webpage where we will be starting all of our research. And that shortcut is emporia.edu/library. And you may want to bookmark or save this page as favorites in your browser so that you don't have to remember how to navigate back to it again. This is the library's webpage, and as noted, this is where we're going to start all of our research for books and articles and other resources for any project or any paper. I'm going to scroll down here. And there are two icons that I'm going to be focusing on for this video tutorial. The first is the Discovery Search Catalog, and the second is databases. And the difference between the two is that the Discovery Search Catalog is your best choice if you're looking for specific items such as books, either print books or electronic online books. The Discovery Search Catalog is also where you would go to if you had a citation or a reference to an article that wasn't immediately available in full text in a database, and you wanted to see if that specific article would happen to be in full text in another database. You could do that within the Discovery Search Catalog. However, I don't recommend the Discovery Search Catalog for doing a broad topic search for the full text of articles, mainly because there's just so much information in that you're going to get very overwhelmed when you start your search. For more topic-specific searching for articles in elementary education, I would strongly recommend some of the databases that we have in our database icon or link, and I'm going to be showing you those in just a little bit. Let's go first to the Discovery Search Catalog. And as I noted, this is the place that I would go to if I had been directed by one of my professors to find books on a particular topic. The first thing you're going to see up here is a link that says, "Hello Guest, log in for full access." When you are in the Discovery Search Catalog, this is actually the first link that you want to click on. And you would be prompted to put in your ESU username and your password. This is the same information that you use to access Canvas and your email as well. So I will go ahead and put in my information. And we will log in. Now, this login prompt when you are off campus simply authenticates you as a currently enrolled ESU student, and then you can use all the resources that we have off campus. I'm going to scroll down here because there are a couple of areas that I would like for you to be aware of. Notice down here, there's already a checkbox for ESU has it. That means that whatever I search for in the Discovery Search Catalog, that should be limited to access that we have through ESU, through the library. I could limit my search further, however. If I only wanted print books, I could click on print books, or if I only wanted ebooks or electronic books, and we do have a lot of electronic books in the library available as well, I could click under ebooks only and limit my search that way. I'm going to limit my results to print books only first, and I'm going to go back up here. And one thing I want to do is show you a little tip for better searching in library resources. So you might notice that I changed these fields here to AB Abstract. And the reason I did that is that I'm going to be doing a rather broad search on elementary education. And I'm going to go down here, and I'm sort of interested in art or art education. So I'm going to type in the word art. And you notice that art education will pop up here as a possibility. Now, when I limited my search just to the abstract, that means that these words are going to appear in my search only if they appear in the abstract or the summary of a particular item rather than the entire full text. Now, sometimes this does not always work, but I always start with an abstract limited search first to make sure I'm not getting too many results that I don't necessarily have time to go through. So let's click on search. And I found 2 results. I could always broaden my search a little bit more, but this is going to be perfect for what I want to show you. Now, this first one is a print book, Teaching Art in the Elementary School, Child Growth Through Art Experiences. I look to see when a book is published to see if it's going to be useful for my information need. Now, this one was published in 1962, so it might be a little bit dated, but it's a start because then I could browse and see if I could find similar books in the same call number area. This will tell you where the book is located in our library, the call number, the number that we would use to retrieve the book, and if the status is available or if it is already checked out. So this is one way that I could look for print books. Now, let's go back over here though, and notice that these same limits are over here on the left side of the screen. I am not necessarily physically on the campus right now, and so I would really like to see if we have any ebooks or electronic books. And that really broadened my search. We are getting more and more electronic books in, so I would definitely try that as an option if you need to look for books for a particular research project. And we have some possibilities here. Some really interesting ones, it looks like. Now, some of these are not necessarily related to art or art education because I did a rather broad search, but nevertheless, it gives me some possibilities that I can look through. I'm going to take record number 7 as an example. This is an ebook, Active Education. Well, now that's going a little bit more toward physical education, but I'd still like to read it. I'm going to click on the PDF full text. And if you're familiar with Kindle versions of books for ebooks, this is going to be a little bit familiar to you. At this point, I could scroll down and I could read this entire book online, or I could go over here, especially if this happened to be a book or an ebook that my professor assigned that I should read, and I could download different chapters as PDFs onto my computer and read those offline. Also, if I go up here to Cite, I'll be getting into this a little bit more in our second video tutorial, but any type of cite or citation tools feature in an electronic resource will help you generate a particular citation in a style that you're required to use, such as APA, American Psychological Association. Now, this specific reference looks fairly accurate, but I'm going to warn you, not all of these citations that are created in the cite or citation tools of electronic resources are 100% accurate. So you always want to proofread to see if you need to put something in lowercase or add some colons. Don't take them just at face value. Nevertheless, if you do use the cite or citation tools to generate a citation, it does make it a lot easier to highlight the citation, copy it, and then paste that into a working bibliography or a working paper so that you can go back and edit the citation later on. We'll go back to result list. Now that was just a very quick overview of the Discovery Search Catalog because I really want to go back over here